Hello, so we're going to be getting going on day 48 of Blueprints. Um, Day 47, all we ended up accomplishing was getting the Full House trophy. I thought I thought we were also going to get the Trophy of Wealth for buying out the showroom, but as it turns out, I bought out all the items that were listed in the showroom. And then it goes, oh, okay, yeah, you can have the Trophy of Wealth for another 100 gold, another 100 coin. I'm like, I have to buy the trophy that I earned? That's, you know, it's a bit ridiculous, right? Or, ridiculous. I mean, anyway, we have this full house trophy. And our allowance is at 43. So this says, so I got this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I've got four, and I need eight for some reason. I forget what reason. Trophy of Wealth. Buy out the entire showroom. So I went around, got just enough coins to buy out all the items in the showroom. Like I said, that were displayed at the time when I entered the showroom. I bought all of those items. And then it goes, oh, okay, yeah, you can have this Trophy of Wealth for another 100 coin, which I did not have and did not have the ability to gather. So we still don't have the Trophy of Wealth. But really, the trophies are like, that's a goal I fall back. That's not my primary goal. That's a goal I fall back on because there's some clue associated to having 8 trophies. But our primary goal is to like get sanctum keys, and I'm gonna make a wish here before I forget. Again, all making wish does is save that coin for a future day when we need to if we have a bunch of coins stored up there. I don't know how many more days I'm gonna end up be playing this game, but you can only make one wish per day, one coin per day. But if we empty the fountain again, we can pick up those coins and then use them, as like, stored money for a future day. All right, before I do this, okay, I do not have any more blessing because yesterday was the last, or day 47 was the last day I had the blessing of the gardener. But I do have the moon pendant itself because I bought the moon pendant, which then picks 2 items that I get to start the day with. So it's letting me start the day with the moon pendant again, which is fine. That's good. It's not immediately useful, but it's good at the end of the day because it means that another, again, 2 items will be saved. And then lockpick, which is useful. I will still need keys because there will still be doors that the lockpick won't, handle, and lockpick does not handle the locker room, lockers, for instance, and all that. But maybe some of the lower rank or lower level doors will be pickable. So, not the worst item, not the worst utility item to start the day with. I ended day 47 with so many items. And the other thing I didn't get to do day 47 was get a workshop to like craft the items I wanted. We're going to do a shrine. And the reason why we're going to do a shrine is because those blessings last 3 days. So we can do a shrine today and then we can do other rooms the subsequent 2 days. So I'm going to consult my notes. I should have updated my notes previously and I didn't, and I apologize, but basically 6 coin is blessing of the gardener, 8 courtyards added to draftable. So do I want, it's over here, I have 42 coin, so I can basically do what I want, but I could get the Blessing of the Dancer for 2 coin. I could get the Blessing of the High Roller for 4 coin. I could get Blessing of the Gardener for 6 coin. I could get Blessing of the Chef for 8 coin. For 10 coin, I have Blessing in the General. I don't like Blessing in the General, so I won't be doing that. But I do want to identify the other blessings. So we're going to do 12 coin just, to figure out what blessing that gives us. Hopefully it will be a new and different blessing. Blessing of the Tinkerer. Whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. Okay. Let me write that down before I forget this time. Was it when draft mechanical room or when? Yeah, draft mechanical room. Okay. Mechanical. Okay. Maybe not the most, probably to me, not the most useful blessing, but it was, we were doing science. We were figuring out what it is. So we're going to, I generally do start a lab experiment pretty early in the day if I can. So it just means that that lab experiment might trigger more times because we can draft mechanical rooms and it will trigger. And we get that for this next 3 days. We also started with 20 extra steps because we did draft a sauna yesterday, or day 47. Alrighty, so let's go over here. This should be a hallway or a den. Oh, it's not. It's a dining room. Yeah, I'm going to take the dining room. I can't eat yet. I'll take the lunchbox because what that will do is that when I get to rank 5, I'll get 10 steps. But I don't like the fact that I'm going to have to come all the way back down here to eat dinner. This is not where I want a dining room. Right? But they didn't give me options. Typically, they give me the option of the hallway, which gives me a key, or the den, which gives me a gem, but has the same layout. And either of those are better early day picks than a dining room. But my other 2 options were basically going to dead end me, so I picked the dining room. It's just, this is a horrible place to have the dining room, because this is a horrible place to have to come back to when I need steps towards the latter part of the day. I have to backtrack all the way back to here. That just sucks. I really want the dining room like rank 5, 6, 7, I want it around there. I'm going to take the reading nook because it gives us a key, and we don't have a key presently. I don't really need the library. Because it's a reading nook, it's going to give me the option of the library. Don't really need the library. Okay, but a den is good. So we're going to take the den. Or do I take the spare bedroom? The only reason why I would consider the spare bedroom over the den is because then the den might be available later. Like once I place the den, it's probably not going to give it to me again. I can't have 2 dens. And right now, if I place the den, what will happen is it gives me a doorway here, sure, but it gives me a doorway here. But I already have a doorway to this spot from the dining room. So I'm going to try to save the den, and I have 2 gems right now. So I'm going to try to save the den and see if I can get the den placed at a better spot. So I'm going to do the spare bedroom going up here instead. I don't need the library because I don't need a doorway to here. I need a doorway going up. So we're going to do a spare bedroom. And the spare bedroom often has something. Yeah, see, it has a gem anyway. So it's not like I'm losing out on the gem because the spare bedroom has a gem. Lately, the spare bedroom has had something sitting here. It's typically been a gem, but sometimes it's been car keys or Lucky Rabbit's foot or something like that. But Okay. Billiard room gives me keys and everything. Gets me over to here. That's not bad. Because I don't really need to fill out the whole house today. We're done with the whole full house quest, so I don't really need to fill out the whole house. Do I want 4 coin or do I want keys? I'm going to do the billiard room. We need to solve more billiard room puzzles, but also we just need more keys. We only have 1 key at the moment, so let's, even though I have lock picks, we want more keys, and we like solving these math puzzles. So let's go over here. 5, 2, 2 times 11 is 22, minus 12 is 10. Times 2 is 20. Divided by 10 is 2. Minus 1 is 1. 10 divided by 1 is 1. Wait a minute. Minus 7? No, that doesn't make sense. So 10. What's this one? I thought this was divide. Is that not divide? This is subtract, right? This is not multiply. Because these are multiply, right? I thought this was divide. 10 divided by 1 would be 1. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. 10 divided by 1 is 10, not 1. So it's 10. Minus 7 is 3. 3 times 6 is 18. Yeah, I had a brain fart on my math skills. Okay. So 2 keys is good. Come over here. I like the commissary. It will lead me up. I don't need to lead back down here because I can get to here from here. So I like the commissary. It will lead me up. I would like to have got over to the foundation, but I don't have that choice. Pantry would lead me down. This will dead end me. And we're going to buy out the commissary, more than likely. I mean, I've got 30 coin. So let's... yeah, we'll buy it out. So we'll take the metal detector. That'll give me more coin today. Take the sledgehammer if I get trunks. Get more gems. I haven't bought it out yet. I could come back and buy maybe 1 more gem, and a salt shaker, but the salt shaker I think is like 1 extra step every time we eat food. It's not super exciting. Don't want this. I do want the observatory. We got a key. We got the farmer's apples. Apples are more delicious. Diamondus minor plus 1 gem and Florealis. We love to see Florealis because when we get green rooms, they'll give us gems. That'll help with our gem economy today. Now, I don't have the Blessing of the Gardener, so I'm not going to see a bunch of courtyards like I did the last 3 days. That's a great time to get Florealis is when you have Blessing of the Gardener. But it's still worthwhile. Okay. Here's the issue. Any of these three, I don't have a reroll. Any of these three are effectively a dead end. So this will cost me a gem. It gives me 3 keys. This gives me the battery pack, which is basically only useful to me if I also get a compass and a workshop. That said, I would be able to maybe code check something else at the end of the day. And if I don't take the code check now, we've discovered that if I don't take the code check when it's available, it's not necessarily it doesn't necessarily keep being available later in the day. So given that I have 4 keys right now, and I have a lockpick kit, I think I can forgo the garage. The library is really not in the running at all, so it's just between these two. I'll take the coat check. I'll take the battery pack with me, because there's no reason not to retrieve it. And then I just have to try to get a compass and a workshop today so I can craft my last item that I've yet to craft. But even if I don't, I can just come here at the end of the day and pick an item that I want to, keep for a future day by, code checking it. Right. But right now, what I need to do is I have to backtrack all the way through to here. Now we'll do this room. Courtyard is better when I can use all the doorways, to be honest. And I've got plenty of gems. So I think I will get the courtyard option again later. Bunk room is good if I had a sleeping mask. I don't have the sleeping mask at the moment, so having the bunk room, it's not super useful. This is better if it's drafted off of a bedroom, but we're just going to take the 2 items now. Because trying to arrange it to be off of a bedroom is tricky. So I'm just going to make do with the 2 items rather than try to hold out for 4 items. We got another key, and we got a reroll die. So we got a reroll die. So now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to attempt to go this way. So if I do the tunnel, that guarantees I can do another tunnel and I can get to here. If I do a corridor, then I'm going to take my chances here. So I will do... Gymnasium's not in the running. See, because gymnasium is just a doorway this way. If it was a doorway this way, gymnasium would be in a running, but it's not. So I'm going to do the tunnel because I want to guarantee getting to the... extra coin there. I want to guarantee getting to the foundation. So I could do tunnel, I could do courtyard. Courtyard is a doorway here, but I'm going to save the courtyard for a more advantageous spot. Den is not really the thing, so we're going to do tunnel again. And this one has a trunk that I can bust open, which is good. And then there's dig spots, but I don't have a shovel at present, so. So then from here, I'm going to go this way. Den is okay. Chapel is actually a little bit better because chapel will let me go up, but I can go up from here, so den will let me go over here. Chapel would let me go up and down. Den will let me go here and down, and I can go up from here. So I'll go ahead and do the den. I'll save the secret passage because the secret passages would be straight through to here, and I get to pick a color, but I'll save that. Gem. All right, we want to go. Do I want to go down? I'll go down first. Lower ranks typically give me more resources. Higher ranks typically require resources. Okay, this is interesting. I can do the attic, and that's kind of fine because I can, from entrance hall, I can potentially go over here and everything. So I think this is an okay place for the attic. It's 3 gems, but it'll probably give me some gems back, to be honest. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do the attic. Maybe get a compass out of it. Who knows? Coupon book, I already bought out the commissary, so... Is the coupon book only good at the commissary, or... You know, save 1 coin on each purchase you make on the estate. So it's just a 1 coin. It's not 50% off. It's just 1 coin on each purchase. Okay. But... I get a magnifying glass, which is good. So that's the second item. 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven. Are they counting the trunk as the 8th item? Maybe. I'm just trying to make sure there wasn't like an 8th item in addition to the trunk, because trunks are normally not considered part of item counts. They're generally just random drops additional item counts, but I am not seeing any other item here. So, okay. I do still wish there was some way to get back there, because when I get right here, it looks like there's a note right there that I can't get to see. But oh well, okay. So now we'll go over here. Lockpick kit. Kitchen will take me up. Pantry will take me down. Storeroom would dead end me. I don't want a dead end. I still have 62 steps, and we've already drafted a dining room we could come back to, so I don't think I need the kitchen per se. But I do want to go up, and this is 1 doorway up. I'm going to do the kitchen, but I'm not going to walk into it yet. what I'm going to, I'm not going to walk into it yet. I'm going to instead come back here and then try to fill in this area, or, you know, draft over there. I might draft a dead end room and not fill in the whole area, but and the basic reasoning behind that is that once I start going up and the stuff, I'm going to be getting too far away to backtrack. So, and hopefully lower ranks will give me resources that I will then need up here. So. Therein is the rationale. Parlor will send me up here. Give me 2 gems, send me up here. Rumpus Room gives me 8 coins and it gives me a fortune. And it sends me over here. I think I will do the Rumpus Room. And then I need to be prepared to write down the fortune. Make sure there's nothing else in the room to do. Okay.
As it was foretold, I am awakened for one last time by the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with
You said one last time. Is this the last fortune from Alazar?
And I suspect you wish me to impart to you one final vision.
He's making it sound like it. Subway tunnel. Oh, bridge.
In the dim, I see cavern walls of stone. A hollow lit by a sea of 1,000 burning stars. I see a treasure buried beneath the cliff rocks.
Okay.
A black mirror hidden among the memories of the falling sands. And within the black mirror, I see a figure. A figure standing in sullen snow.
Oh.
All of what I have told you, my young Baron, I wish you to now know. Until we meet again some distant day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, so that was a final vision. Final fortune. Okay. Or at least it sounded pretty final. So I don't think we are going to be able to activate him again in the future, which is good to know. But we got we got all the fortunes, which is also good that we did so. I can dead in for resources, but I'm just going to, I'm gonna do this and go up, and because I can dead end over here, I'm sure. Is there anything in this bedroom? Yes, there's a gem. There we go. Okay, this is a good place for a courtyard because, see, now it leads to here and it leads to here. So this is a good spot for the courtyard. We're not wasting any of the courtyard doorways. And we get a shovel. Awesome. And we get the special flowers. I do have a metal detector and a shovel. So I'm not going to dig up the spots yet because if I get a workshop, I'll just combine those and then come dig up spots, you know. So I won't dig up those spots. I won't dig up things just yet. Not until I'm desperate. Okay, this is a great spot for a solarium, you know, because it's going to be dead end regardless, and we don't want to waste, you know, these doorways, like, you know, because these could be drafted other places to give us those doorways. So in solarium, we want unusual and rare rooms, so we'll do the solarium, by all means. Which will also give us, do I have the solarium as a black pawn room? Do I have that note already? I should. Yeah, I do. Okay. There's a dig spot. I'm not going to dig up just yet, but what is sending off the middle? Oh, gem flower? No, that's not what was setting off the middle detector. So is there a coin or a key? Oh, there's a key hiding on the floor there. Cool. Alrighty. So, courtyard and solarium have dig spots that I have not dug up yet. As does the, you know, foundation. Oh, and the tunnels also have dig spots. Okay. Keep track of where all those dig spots that I have not dug up yet are. Okay. And then we can fill in this and it will be another dead end. We do want a workshop. So whatever we do, whichever of these three we do, we're going to be wasting a doorway. But I do want a workshop. So we want to guarantee that we have a workshop. Oh, and it gave us the compass. So that is perfect. That is exactly what we needed. So what's going to happen is I should be able to build the last contraption and get that trophy. So let's do battery pack plus compass is the electromagnet. And we get that trophy. Nice. And let's figure out what this electromagnet does for us. You're more likely to draw mechanical rooms while drafting. That is perfect because we get experiment triggers for drawing mechanical rooms today. I need to start an experiment, but okay. And automatically collect coins and keys when entering a room. So, oh, nice. So we enter a room and I don't have to look for the keys and the coins. We just get them. That is super cool. But now we are also going to combine the shovel. I think this would be battery pack. I don't think it's anything else. And we already used the battery pack yet, so it's not that. if we do this and this plus in battery pack. Yeah. So, I could do magnifying glass and metal detector, and that makes me something that I can light candles with. I'm not aware of candles to be lit at the moment. Like, we've lit all the candles that I'm aware of. So instead, I'm going to do metal detector and shovel. Let me... Yeah. I'm looking for... I forget what... I could look at my recipes, but... Moon pendant does not combine with any of that stuff. I didn't think it would. Do pump... yeah. I'm just wasting time. Don't mind me. Lockpick, but metal detector would be basically a better lockpick. But what I want is I'm going to do the detector shovel because I know I have dig spots and I want those dig spots to be more lucrative. Greater chance of finding coins and keys, greater chance of finding coins and keys while digging. So it has the benefits of a metal detector, plus it extends those metal detector benefits to digging as well. So that is good, because we want to do green rooms today, because green rooms give us gems, and they will also give us dig spots. So I think I've done all the stuff I can do here. That's great. We got that trophy. We've been trying to combine the battery pack and the compass for a while. Plus, it's a very useful invention. So now I will dig up all the spots that I've come across. Secret garden key. That's good. I mean, yeah, because we want, secret garden is worthwhile because it's a green room, and it opens up the antechamber, which we may or may not want to go to today. Let's step into the solarium and dig up this spot. Okay. So far, our detector shovel hasn't really, helped us get more things. But it will. It will. They tell us it will. We just have to have faith. We're going to come over here. And then we're going to go back this way, because we need to anyway come back this way. But we're going to dig up spots. Now, I don't think there was a dig spot in the spare room this time, because the root cellar gives us extra dig spots and makes a dig spot appear in the spare bedroom. I didn't see one in there today because we didn't do the root cellar. And I don't think there was a dig spot in the commissary either. I would have said something about it if there was. But there's a dig spot here and here, because there always is in the tunnels, and there's a couple here. And that should be it. I would like to start an experiment today. I have not seen a room with a computer. Like, I haven't seen the option. But already today was useful, because we did our last contraption. We know what it is. We know how to make it. We know what that contraption does, and we get the trophy for it. All right, 3 dig spots down here today. Sometimes the foundation has 2, sometimes it has 3. Today was or is it 4? 4 dig spots today? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the foundation had 4 dig spots today. That's nice. All right. I could go to the den or the kitchen, but honestly, I can just go up here. So, fewer steps to go up this way right now. We're right here. Special key secret garden won't work. We can try the lockpick kit. It doesn't work. I've got 13 regular keys, so. Okay. I have not seen the security office. Utility closet would be good, but basically, but it dead ends us right here, and that's not something I want to do. I don't want to dead end right here, so I'm going to do the boudoir. We've got the 5th rank, so and we have the lunchbox, so we got 10 extra steps. That's good. Come over here, get our gem. Come over here. I have how many gear rooms? I have 1. So this is going to have, if I did the mechanarium right now, it would have 2, because the mechanarium counts itself. The boiler would take me over here. I'm going to do the gymnasium. I realize it costs me steps. I'm aware. I have 25 coins. I think there was a coin over there, but I think we automatically collected it. There we go. Laboratory. That's what I was looking for. I want to start the lab experiment. I want to start today's lab experiment. And that's why I didn't do either of those other mechanical rooms. I did the gymnasium instead, because I want to have those mechanical rooms later when they will trigger. This won't retroactively trigger my experiment for mechanical rooms for the blessing I have. So I need to start the experiment, then trigger more mechanical rooms. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, that's very possible. Each time you eat an apple, when you draft a shop room. This is likely to happen more often. Add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. Set your dice to 2. Add a small chest to the entrance hall. I have a sledgehammer. Adding a small chest to the entrance hall. I don't necessarily need my reroll dice set to 2 because it doesn't add 2 reroll dice. It just sets it to 2. And I'm not doing a whole lot of rerolling because I don't have a single thing I'm trying to accomplish today. Well, I did, and that was find workshop, make last contraption, but I've done that. So now basically I'm just kind of free form, like I'm open, going with the flow. So I'm not expecting to use a whole lot of reroll dice, but small chests are resources, keys, gems, right? Now aquariums, they count as everything. So they're going to give me, if I can get a sleeping mask, I would get steps for going into, they count as bedrooms, basically for all bedroom benefits. They will have special flowers where I can get a gem. They often have a key. They will have a dig spot. And I won't have to go back to the entrance hall. So I think adding 3 aquariums, it would just be like a house full of aquariums today. That's the problem, is that like every time this triggers, it adds 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. Do I want that many aquariums? Truly? That's a lot of aquariums. This is a hard decision. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I'll make this decision. I'll be right back. If it was at, I'm back. If it was add one aquarium to today's draft pool, I think I would do that. But I think adding 3 aquariums every time the experiment triggers, given them likely to trigger this experiment multiple times today, I think adding 3 aquariums each and every time I trigger it will just flood me with aquariums, and I'll see nothing else, right? So I'm going to add small chests to the entrance hall, because the small chests, even if you walk back to break them open, they're going to have resources, gems, keys, reroll die, maybe coins, you know. So, and I have a sledgehammer, so let's do it. And I can log in, and so we're going to log in. And we're going to log into we're going to remote terminal into the security office. And basically, I mean, I might end up drafting the security office later, but I want to do this now. Okay, so there was a trunk somewhere that I have missed. Oh, that's the cursed one in the shrine. Never mind, I haven't missed it. That's the cursed one in the shrine that I'm not going to open. And then, whoops, oops, I exited. I did not mean to exit. Shit. It won't let me. It won't let me. I exited. What I meant to do was change the, what I meant to do was change the key card security level to low, confirm that setting, change the offline mode to unlocked, confirm that setting. Now that's what I meant to do. All right, I'm glad it let me go back in and do that. That was just me clicking exit when I didn't mean to. All right. So now I can do mechanical rooms like this one. So this one, what it will do is it counts itself, but then the experiment laboratory and workshop also count. So we'll have 3 doorways. Well, a doorway right here is useless. So if it gave me 3, well, this counts as 1. And then if it's 2, 3, that's fine. It will trigger my experiment, so we're just going to go ahead and do it. Because one of those will have to be here or here, and that's useful. Okay, so let's... It gave me the three doorways I wanted, here, here, and here. Security is fine. Like it goes here, here, and here. Boiler room does as well. Boiler room is good if I have a room that I want to power. I don't know that I have a room that I need to power, but I also don't know that I don't have a room that I need to power. I'm going to do the boiler room. Either one of these are mechanical. I'm going to trigger my experiment yet again because of the shrine. Go over here, turn on power. And straight would be this way. Mechanarium getting power, I don't think does anything. But I can test that. So let's go here. And then all I want to do is I'm just going to see if the mechanarium uses power. I'll step into it. Yeah, I don't see any change or any difference. And I don't know that it's transmitting power like over here. I don't see power transmission ducts or anything. So then I realize I'm kind of being inefficient with steps at the moment. So now I'm going to go this way, which is left. Because then that should be that door there. And see if we can get a room that wants power in that position. Darkroom uses power. What it does with that power, I forget, but I would need to turn on the lights to the darkroom. What does the dark do with power, or does it just transmit it? Does it use it or just transmit it? Darkroom does give me doorways here and here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the dark room. I have to step into it so that lights go off. It might just be transmitting the power to these doorways. It might not actually be, the dark room might not actually use the power itself. Oh, this doorway is an access card doorway, this one. So, but this one is not. Yeah, okay. That's a regular key door. Okay. So now I want a utility closet. But I can come over here if need be. But I can go off of here. So I'm going to now change this power to straight. Because now I want to see what room I can put over here that might use power. Oh, the passageway, I think, maybe just transmits power. Passageway is not bad. It's 2 gems. But that will trigger my experiment. Okay, so it transmits power is what it does. It doesn't use it, it just transmits it. Okay. So we could have power transmission here. We can power transmission off any of these. So let's go over here, because whatever this room is will connect back to the dark room. And this doorway is an access card doorway, and this one is not. So let's go this way. Okay. This would be... I do want a utility closet. Powered laundry room is good. Sometimes. Pool would let me go here and go up. But it doesn't use power. Utility closet doesn't use power either. But I have a different reason. I'm going to do the utility closet so that I can get past key cards by doing that. And I can turn on power to the dark room, turn on power to the garage, turn off power to the gymnasium. There we go. So now I can set my security levels. Well, if I get a security office, I'll set my security level to high keycard access, because now I can get past those. Okay. So we're transmitting power. Let's go this direction. Security office might, I don't know if it uses power or just transmits it. Let's find out. I'm gonna run out of gems soon. I need to start doing some green rooms. So it transmits it, but I don't think it's using it. Okay, that's fine. So now we're gonna go here. View estate inventory. I have 6 trunks. There's 2 keys somewhere I didn't pick up. I don't mean to exit. But now we're going to change the key card system. Set security level. Let's set it high. So I know I need gems if I run, like I can like go back to the entrance hall and open a bunch of trunks, and there'll probably be gems there. But for the moment, let's carry on. When I go to the entrance hall, I'll duck into the dining room and eat food. Well, I have to get one more, right? Because I have to get 8, rank 8. Okay. I'm going to use a key. Powered weight room. I think this transmits power, but we lose half our steps. I do not want to lose half my steps. So let's not do that. I have 1 redraw. Rotunda doesn't do anything with power. And it would use all my gems. Chamber of Mirrors is great if you can get into it from all 4 sides, but I would only be able to get into it from 3 sides, not from all 4, so. But it would let me draft second copies of rooms I already have in my house. Maybe useful, maybe not, but let's Let's do a redraw. Furnace uses power. I think it gives me a key. It would let me... It would dead end me in this direction, which isn't great, necessarily. And it would increase the number of red rooms that show up, right? Which also isn't great. But if I can get a furnace and a freezer together, that's a thing, you know. Chapel gives me a doorway here and here, but it won't transmit power any further. Power is being transmitted here and here, and I can redirect it this way and transmit power here. So I don't need to do a powered room in this corner. We'll do the chapel. Let's see what this does. Oh, I should have done the secret garden is what I should have done. Secret garden key. But I didn't. My bad. Do patio because that spreads gems in green rooms and I need more gems. But I also need more steps, but it is what it is. So let's do... Yeah, I should have done the secret garden key. I forgot I was on the edge. I forgot that I was on the edge. Secret garden key only works if you're on the side of the house, and it has to be a doorway that's locked. Right? So that was like an opportunity, and I passed up that opportunity. Her ladyship's chamber. The next time you enter boudoir, gain 10 steps. Next time you enter walk-in closet, gain 3 gems. Her ladyship's chamber. I don't know that we've done that room. The other 2 cost gems. They would trigger my experiment. Whenever you enter ballroom, set your gems to 2. What's funny is this would have no effect because it would cost me 2 to go in. I would be at 2, and then it would set it to 2. This I can get an extra 10 steps because I'm going to have to walk back this way anyway. And it's a room that I don't know that I've done this room before. So we're going to do her ladyship's chamber and check that out. Ooh, White Queen. We have not been here before. Okay. So we now know what does the... this is called the... Her Lady Ship's Chamber. Her Ladyship's chamber has the White Queen. An upgrade disc, awesome. We will be looking at that book. Yeah, we haven't done this. We haven't done this room before. I'm pretty sure we haven't. I'm like positive we haven't. Does it ever end? Does it never end? Okay. And then I'm wondering if there's a safe in here somewhere. I'm not necessarily seeing clues that would lead to a 4-digit date or, you know, or gates or any of that kind of shenanigans. But I could be mistaken. Alrighty. Let's do this. It's locked. Okay, how do I unlock it? Our ladyship's... locked diary? And none of our normal keys are opening it. Our lockpick kit is not opening it. Yeah, so I don't know how to get in. We're gonna have to add that to an active puzzle, like an inaccessible. So I'm missing one white pawn and one white knight, and then I'm missing some black chess pieces as far as knowing where they are. Once I know what all the rooms are, then I probably will need a day in which I draft all of those specific rooms. And then go down and solve the chess puzzle in the precipice. But at least now I know which room has the white queen. It is her ladyship's chamber, which makes sense thematically. Is there a key? Oh, wait a minute. But see, this has the Iraja symbol, and that same Iraja symbol is like on the diary as well. That's like the Iraja symbol, like. Where is the key to the diary? Is it in this room, or is it just somewhere else that we need to find? And then come back to this chamber with it at some point. Alrighty, I've spent quite a bit of time in there. I don't know what more to do about it. 2 dig spots, I dug up both of them. Got it. Okay. We're going to be going back here. Chapel. Oyster is good for us, I believe. It gets us a whole bunch of different directions. And if we do the secret garden, if we can do the secret garden, like, you know, somewhere, then this is the door the secret garden would open. It costs 3 gems, but it should have a couple special flowers that gives us gems back. Yep. We should have enough steps to get back to the dining room to eat. So let's go ahead and dig up the oyster. So that cost us 1 net gem, but it gives us a bunch of doorways. This, unfortunately, is an access card doorway, so it won't give us the option of using the secret garden key. Quest bedroom is fine. It'll give us more steps, and if we do get in here, increases our allowance. Often there's some extra little thing right there, but not today. Okay. Or if there was, it gave it to us automatically. Maybe there was a key and it just automatically came to us because of our magnet, electromagnet thing that we've got going on. I want to do this room from this doorway here, not from this doorway here, because this one's transmitting power, but this one is not. And I want to be able to choose a powered doorway if possible. Let's see if I'm going to be able to get to the antechamber today. No. Not via the secret garden, because this parlor points the wrong way. I should have maybe gotten a reroll die before coming here. Walk-in closet gives us items, plus because we did her ladyship's chamber, it will give us extra gems. I don't really need a whole lot of keys at the moment, so I don't need the locksmith at the moment. I want the extra items, I think. But it is a shame that I won't get to the antechamber. I'll have to do like maybe if I want to do the antechamber, I have to do like a great hall over here or somewhere. Secret garden will no longer, it will open this doorway, and that's no longer useful to us. But that's fine. I don't need to increase my allowance. I don't need to get to the antechamber and increase my allowance. So that gave us 2 keys, and here's a couple gems, but also we got extra gems. It just we didn't pick them up. It just added 3 extra gems because we had her ladyship's chamber. Okay. So don't want to do that doorway. I want to do, we're going to go this way. And we're going to do security, and then I want, now this can transmit power. Now archives would be blind, but it would transmit power over to here, but the passageway also already transmits power over to here, so that's useless to us. Again, I should have waited for a reroll die. Rotunda gives us a doorway over here, but I can already get to here from the passageway, so I don't need to spend 3 gems on a rotunda. So a corridor that goes nowhere. But what I need to do is I need to not do this doorway. I need to go get reroll die. I need to go, pick up the trunks. So we will step into this. I should have gotten reroll die before I triggered this. This was a waste of a potentially powered room, right? Power going from here to here to here, and yeah, I should have gotten reroll die. But I didn't. So now I need to come here to here to here to here to here to here to here and go. And I am going to lose steps in the process, going through the gymnasium. But I need to come down and do these trunks, hoping that there's reroll die in them. Oh, the gymnasium won't cost me steps because I turned off the power of the gymnasium. Cool. Good on me. So no penalty for going through the gymnasium anymore. Right. That works. We need to go to the mechanarium. Over to the lab, over to, yeah, we didn't lose any extra steps. But I get 10 steps for going into the boudoir because of her ladyship's chamber, which is good. I've already dug up these spots. But I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna go get those trunks. And pop into the dining room. I'm gonna get those trunks and pop into the dining room. I could also, on the way back, duck into the kitchen, see what kind of steps I could buy there, if need be. I'm like not necessarily buy those steps, but just see what's available. Particularly with the chef salad, because on day 47, I ate chef salad like the last thing, and it gave me like 100 and something steps. It was insane. Trunks everywhere. It's like running out of room to put trunks. So I am getting reroll die, which is what I came back for, was those more reroll die. Yeah, I wish I'd done this before I had burned. I should have done this sooner and gotten these reroll die sooner. Look at all these reroll die I'm getting now. I do not have the garage, and I don't think I have the ability to get the garage anymore. So many keys. More keys. All right. I have a boiler room, so it's going to give me the full 30 steps, which is good. Yep. So we ate our dinner. Plenty more steps. I don't have anything else to backtrack for, I don't think. At the end of the day, I'll want to come over here and code check something, but I don't need to do that right this second, I don't believe. Oh, I need to use the upgrade disc. I should have done that in security, and I completely forgot. Or in the laboratory. I have to do that on the way back. Before I draft another room, I should use the upgrade disc. Okay, so we come over here. I really have no reason to come here. Right, so we're just going back. And yeah, we're just going to see what's on the menu at the kitchen. I don't need the steps at the moment, but I should, as a course of habit, whenever I draft the kitchen, is go see what's available. But I can also do this room. I want to do this room from this direction with power. That's what I want to do. So I don't want to go through this doorway. Okay. What's available? 5 feet for every green room in my house. 15 feet. I don't need those feet yet, but that's good to know. So it's 5 feet for every green room. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be 5 coin for 20 feet. That's better than 8 coin for 15 feet, for sure. Okay. But right now, let's go back this way. And I have reroll die. So yeah, I want to use the upgrade disc. It's going to upgrade the aquarium. We had the option of having mini aquariums today, and I passed on it. Goldfish aquarium. Aquarium, we get 10 gold every time we do an aquarium. We get a star. It's a power source, kind of like the boiler room is a power source. Huh. There's not a whole lot I need to power these days. I've done what I need to do with the pump, with the reservoir. I don't know what I would need to power. Like, I don't know, but I do use money. So we're just going to do the 10 coins. Goldfish aquarium. Yes. Alrighty. And I have 6 reroll die, which is good. So then what I can do is come over here and I'm going to change the power, and I'm going to change it this direction so that so the power is going here, so that when I go through this doorway, I can see what room might be powered by it. The dark room itself doesn't seem to do anything with power, like use power. But does it have any item in it? Sometimes the dark room has items in it. Yeah, I'm not seeing like a key or a gem or anything. That's fine. I'm not in desperate need of anything at the moment. Furnace. Not unless I could get the freezer. But here's the thing. If I do the furnace, I have multiple opportunities to get, with reroll die, to maybe get a freezer up in this corner. I really would like to get in the freezer, melt the freezer. I'd like to melt the freezer. So if I do a furnace here and I do a freezer over here, will it melt the freezer? Will the furnace be close enough to the freezer to melt it? That's the question. We'll try it. We'll try. I have a 6 reroll die, so hopefully I can get up here and just reroll into a freezer. So this should give us, like, it has a dig spot, but also gives us a key because we've and see how this key, well, it says it's a regular key is what it says, but that seems like a lot of work to get a regular key. Like powering a furnace just to get a regular key seems like a lot of effort. But really, I just want to melt the freezer. So we're going to make the new goal for today, melting the freezer. So now what we're going to do is come up here and send power this direction so that now power goes here, and I can, when I go through here, I can see what's being powered or not. All right, so aquarium lets me get over here and here and gives me extra coins, so that's good. So I think we're just going to do the aquarium. It doesn't transmit power, but I'm actually okay with that because at this point I want a freezer. And I don't know if I need the power. Do I need to power a freezer? I don't think so, but I don't know. Power in the freezer might do something. With 6 rerolls, can I get a freezer right there? I don't like archives because then I won't be able to see all my potential floor plans. But it would transmit power. I'm going to review my notes over on my other monitor. Yeah, I'm going to review my spreadsheet on my other monitor. Give me a few moments. I just don't know. Like, I didn't take a screenshot of the freezer. I'm looking at my like drafting architecture books to see if they will tell me something about that. But I didn't take a screenshot of the freezer itself to like see if it had ducts, but I'm looking for a description of the freezer in my architecture books. My drafting, guides. I know there's servers, like there's old servers in the freezer, but I don't know if they're connected to power or not, but they might be. I took pictures of the servers. I just didn't take note of whether there was like power ducts. I think it was before I realized that those were power ducts that were running at the top of some rooms, like steam power ducts or whatever. It's inconclusive. So what I'm going to do is archives leads here and here, and it's going to hide a floor plan from me. But it will at least give me an opportunity. I want to try putting a powered freezer. So the question is, do I redraw now and just try to put a powered freezer here? Or do I do the archives and that gives me 2 doorways that are powered that I can put archives on or put freezer on? But in that case, I won't see. There'll be always a floor plan that I can't see, right? Okay, I'm doing this, but I really want. I really want a freezer. Okay, not powered, not powered, not powered. So let's redraw. I don't have a. I could do vault, but without a. I don't need the coins. I would only do vault if I'm going to be getting a safety deposit key, which I haven't been given today, and I'm not likely to get because this is probably my last. This could be like my last 2 rooms. This room and this room could be my last 2 rooms. So I'm not going to do a vault. It's not my strategy for today. Don't know what this is. I don't. Did I already use a did I already do a reroll? Maybe. I can't. Maybe I did, and the freezer is a blue room. I know that, and blue rooms generally don't cost gems, but maybe some of them do. Like, did the boiler room cost me a gem? Like, is this the freezer? Is the question. But I don't recall the freezer costing me a gem. This is a powered room costing a gem. But I don't think it's the freezer. Don't think it's the freezer. Laundry room. I don't know. I could save my 3 reroll die for this room here. Is there any point to having a laundry room? I don't know what this is. Gift shop. Mount Holly gift shop doesn't help me unless I have 110 coin, which I don't have, and I'm not likely to get. Because I didn't take the vault. Well, even then I'd be short on coins. So no for this. I mean, it would give me a doorway here, but it's not powered, and I want a powered freezer because I really think with those servers in the freezer, I really think there might be an advantage having a powered freezer. I want to at least try to get a powered freezer. I forget what powered laundry room does. I mean, I know what regular laundry room does. Powered laundry room, I think, lets me exchange stuff for steps. I don't need stuff, so I don't need a laundry room today. Yeah, I don't think it really does anything for me. So let's... I want a freezer. My last reroll, it's not going to give me a freezer. It's going to refuse to give me a freezer today. Oh, freezer. But it doesn't show that the freezer takes power. That's weird. I mean, we're going to do it. But I really thought the freezer would take power. But hey, I wanted a freezer. Now the question is, and is it close enough to the furnace? The freezer is it's like, it should be close enough to the furnace. Do I just have to wait for the temperature to rise? Okay, I'm just going to sit here and wait, but I really thought, okay, I don't see power ducts, but I really thought this was going to take power. Because it did power conduit from here to here. I mean, yeah, it's showing that this is powered. It was on my last reroll die. I almost didn't do it, and I was like, let's do it. So I got the freezer. It's near the furnace, and it's connected to power. So if that doesn't melt everything, I don't know what will, right? And the problem is if I collect this stuff, I won't get to keep it, like keys and gems I collect right now, I won't get to keep. It's freezing my coins and my gems, which would mean that I would start tomorrow with 45 extra coins and 9 extra gems, and that's fine. It also means I can't spend gems on whatever this room is. Let's see what maximum temperature this gets to. I don't think it's stopped rising. I'll be back. It's going up slowly. I'll be back. I think it's gotten up to 17 degrees Celsius before, and that opens up. I'm back, I'm sorry. But is it not going to get any higher? I'm near the furnace. Oh, the furnace isn't powered. Do I need to power the furnace or the freezer? If this doesn't get any higher, what I will do is I'll go and send power to the furnace. Because right now I'm sending power to the freezer, but I could turn around and send power to the furnace and see if that makes the furnace hotter. And if that will melt this, right? Yeah, I don't think this is getting any higher. So I'm going to go try sending power to the furnace. It would suck if if I had to send power to both at the same time, because I can't do that today. Maybe I can send power to the furnace. And if sending power to the furnace will make the furnace hot enough to where it melts, let's see if that's gonna increase the melting in the freezer at all. Ah, shoot. I really thought having the freezer in the same near the furnace would melt the freezer, or having the freezer connected to power. But I guess I was wrong. Like, that's stupid. Huh. Yeah, this isn't doing anything. I spent so many days trying to get the freezer and the furnace near each other. Today I've got them near each other. And I can power either one, but not both at the same time. And it's still only getting up to 17 degrees Celsius, which is not enough to thaw this stuff, right? You see how these servers are like, I thought these servers might be connected and might power up and stuff. Ah, so frustrating. Oh, this is giving me... Oh, your accounts have been thawed? Oh. My accounts have been thawed because the wait a minute, my accounts have been thawed? Well, that's new. So I did the freezer, but then I come in here and my accounts have been thawed. So then if I go into the freezer, are my accounts refrozen? So my accounts are thawed right now. Does that change anything with the situation with the freezer? I'm wasting a lot of steps going back and forth, but... So my accounts aren't frozen right now. So now I can pick up these things. Oh, the key I got automatically, it automatically picked it up for me. Okay, fine. Freezer is a white pawn. Do I already have the freezer's a white pawn? I think I do. No, I do not have that the freezer is a white pawn. So the freezer is my missing white pawn. I don't know why I didn't have it marked down, because I've been in the freezer multiple times. So now I'm just missing a white knight. I don't know what room is the white knight, but I have all of the other chess piece rooms, white chess piece rooms identified. I need some more black chess piece rooms. But freezer is a white pawn. Okay. How do I get these things? How do I melt these things? is my are my counts thawed because I walked into the furnace after I walked into the freezer? Maybe. Maybe it has nothing to do with it being powered or not. Just walk into the furnace after walking in the freezer and it thaws your accounts. I don't want to do that doorway just yet. I want to. No, I think I will. Am I powered? I'm not powered to here. I'm going to change it to be powered to here. So we're going to change the power back. Here. It's not refreezing my account, but there's no longer a thermostat on my screen. Why is there no longer a thermostat? So how do I get this stuff unfrozen? There's no longer a thermostat on my screen. I almost wish my accounts were still frozen because I could have used those gems and coins tomorrow, but that's not. They're no longer frozen, so it's no longer going to do that for me. How do I get through here? Huh. My notes are not helping. Yeah, I clicked off my notes onto the OBS screen. There we go. My notes are not helping. I really thought because we encountered a clue earlier that said something about if the freezer is too near the furnace, it will overheat and melt. And I was like, well, that's a good thing for us because we want to melt this and this. You want, these things, right? But I've got it near a furnace. Is it just not close enough to the furnace? Do I need it even closer to the furnace? That can be hard to do, to get like a furnace right next to a freezer. That can be hard to manage. But regardless, okay, I'm running out of steps, so I guess I haven't solved the freezer mystery, and now I've got my assets are unfrozen, so and they won't refreeze because the freezer has thawed out, so it won't refreeze my assets for me. So I won't get to keep the 11 gems, 45 coins for the next day. See, these are all like wavy, like like they're being heated up by the furnace, but yet the freezer is just like, no, I'm fine. Which makes no sense. Trophy room would give me more gems. I don't necessarily need more gems. Don't necessarily need more coins, but you know, who knows? This is probably just better for me at the moment. There was a key, it was right here, and it just came to me magically. Okay, Vault, I don't have a shop room to spend a lot of money on, nor do I have a safety deposit key. I don't have any other doorways to explore. So I don't really want a bunch of coins that I can't use. I know this is useless, so we're going to do this and just find out what it is. Oh, okay. An office. I'll pick up the gem. It won't save it anyway. Don't really need to use the office for anything. I mean, I could spread coins, but again, I don't have a shop. I don't have anywhere to spend coins on other than like go to the kitchen, buy more steps, but I don't really need more steps today. I need to figure out the freezer furnace mystery if I can. Yeah, with my remaining steps, I'm just going to go back to what can I do with this freezer furnace deal. So it froze my assets, but then the room kind of thawed, and it showed a temperature gauge, and it thawed to a certain extent. Then I went down to the furnace, I powered the furnace, and it goes, oh, your assets are thawed. I'm like, oh, okay. Gives me yet another key. So many keys. No. Let's leave it there. Go here. Here. Freezer. Nothing. That makes no sense. Yeah, really. I'm stumped. Do I literally need... Do I literally need a furnace even closer? That's the only thing I can think, is that the furnace has to be even closer to the freezer. I only have 3 steps. I'm not going to make it anywhere. There's more trunks down here full of things. I could have, if I had cared, I could have gone over here while I still had steps and like bought more steps, you know, but there's just really nothing more for me to do today. And I wish I could re-trigger the freezer, because I wish I could freeze these assets, the 10 gems and the 59 coin. I'd like to be able to just freeze those back again, but not gonna happen. So I'm just going to end my day, call it a day. But we did get the trophy for crafting the last available item. We learned that the freezer and the furnace, I've written that in my notes. Here a minute ago, I was typing away and writing that in my notes, that the freezer and the furnace, 3 ranks array, right? One, 2, 3 ranks away is not close enough. Like that's a direct line. So 3 squares away or 3 rooms away, that's not close enough. But I guess between the freezer and the furnace, even when the furnace is powered, even when the freezer is powered, I really thought powering the freezer might do a thing, but I didn't see power ducts in the freezer, so maybe not. I just thought, well, maybe, because of the servers in there, I thought maybe powering would turn on the servers in the back room of the freezer. It did not. So, alrighty. Don't have a clock tower. I won't start tomorrow. Oh, I meant to save enough steps to go back to the code check and check one of these items, and I did not save enough steps for that. My bad. That was a mistake. I was like, I don't need my steps for anything more today. I forgot that I intended to end the day going back to the code check and checking one of these items, but that didn't happen. All right, we're calling it a day, and this was day 48. Thank you for being with me on day 48. St. Holly, Garden House of Cogs, 5 green rooms, 6 mechanical rooms, shrine, chapel, and cloister. Total rooms 42, rank reached 9, steps taken 151. Items found 14, new rooms 1. Her ladyship's chamber was the new room. And we triggered the experiment like a shit ton of times, right? I don't know what our radiation level ended up being, but it should have been plenty, to unlock all doors kind of thing, if that's really a thing. Anyway, we'll catch you for day 49. Have a good one.